Redlock's killing it.
We in the joint, yo. You know. I must have just want to focus on the game, though. I don't really need all that. All right, 5v5, yo.
At the line for two.
And so he hits both. And it's Zalgiris with the ball. Here's Cherry. Pass to Yankunis. Clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Cherry can't get it to go. Zalgiris on D. The kid passes to Ukic. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Belon. Here's the kid inside. The pass to Ukic. There's the triple. Rebound by Zalgiris. And they're pushing it up. Floats one up. Cherry shot is good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here is Sedevita now. There's the pick. Here's Belon. Fires from deep. Sedevita with another miss.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Cherry shot is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's the kid. A leaner. Can't get it to go. And Zalgiris will come the other way.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's the doctor. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Right wing. The kid passes to Ukic. Here's the kid. The 3. And he gets it to go. The kid's got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Zalgiris' head coach. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their #1 concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Passes it to Yankunis. 18 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Ukic. Again, Sedevita.
Hey, overrun. Okay.
Here's Cherry. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And here is Sedevita now. Here's Zukic. Pass to the kid. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Delas. And he drops in the
Such a
layup
good
off the
pass,
glass.
you know, too.
5 points in the game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Zalgiris trails by 6. It's tipped. Cherry's shot is good.
Will Cherry.
Here's the kid. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Delas. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And Zalgiris getting another bucket right there.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Well,
And here's the break. Cherry passes to the doctor. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Assisted by
The doctor's got his second bucket of the night. The doctor's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Got a hand on it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they
Yeah.
really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's the doctor. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. And another shot. And Zalgiris getting another bucket right there.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. Here's the kid. Shot is off. And Zalgiris will come the other way.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pass to Cherry from deep. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Here's Zukic. Delas. No good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The doctor passes to Yankunis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
really trying to memorize.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
at the line.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
And here is Sedevita now. Lets it go from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Dishes to Sangaila. Now the pass to Yankunis. Here's Timsa, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Pilipic. Hits the jumper in space.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
On offense, here's Zalgiris. Passes it to Yankunis. Over to the left wing. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Sedevita. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Ramyak. That's tipped. Pass to Yankunis. To the left wing. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And here is Sedevita now. 4-point game. Here's Pilipic. Shoots the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
For 3.
There's the screen. Here's Yankunis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Žalgiris.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving into the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Sedevita trails by 3. Here's Pilipic. Floats one up. Got a hand on it. And the pass to Yankunis. Over to the wing. Here's Lukevicius. And again, Žalgiris, no luck. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. They set the pick to the wing right side. Shot from 12. It's deflected. It's hauled in by Sedevita. Here's Pilipic. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Delas. The second effort, and it's denied. The feed to Sangaila. Out to the wing. Here's Timsa. No good on the triple. Sedevita trails by 3. Here's Pilipic. Delas. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the wing on the left. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Sangaila. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Sedevita shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
One shot. One shot, gentlemen.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Zalgiris leads by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
And here is Sedevita now. Here's Zukic. He nails it, and we're tied up.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Pass to Cherry. With the floater, he lays it in. And Zalgiris leads by 2.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Here's Arapovic. No good with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Cherry. Six to shoot. Here's Malaknis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now a 4-point Zalgiris lead. Mazzelin can't get it to go. And Zalgiris will come the other way. Here's Malaknis. That's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Pass to Arapovic. Here's Zukic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. That one is no good. Zalgiris leading by 5. Off the screen. The shot is off. So Cedevita will take it the other way. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out to the wing. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Marco Arapovich. That's his first personal foul.
And Zalgiris, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Cedevita trails by 5. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Mazzelin again. Cedevita. On offense, here's Zalgiris. Here's the doctor. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
So both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Cedevita trails by 5. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Cedevita shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Zalgiris leading by 3. The dish to Sangaila. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Javtokas. Off the iron that time. Now Cedevita with it. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. Four on the shot clock. With the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Pass to the doctor. To the inside. Kicks it to Sangaila. Pass to the doctor. Feeds it to Sangaila. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5. Here's Ukic. He's got 9. They set the pick to the wing right side. Out of bounds, Zalgiris takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's Zalgiris with the ball. They lead by 4. The pass to Javtokas. Here's the doctor. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Sangaila. Here's the doctor. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Cedevita trails by 4. Here's Pilipic. They set the screen. Six on the shot clock. Tomas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Zalgiris leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Dishes to Sangaila. To the wing right side. Here's the doctor, who drains it as the shot clock ticks down. The doctor's got the lead up to 6 now for Zalgiris.
And well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Cedevita, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Zalgiris leading by 5. Now the feed to Sangaila. To the left side wing. Out to the right wing. Here's the doctor. And the 3 off target.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Pilipic. To the wing on the left. Jacks up a 3, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Zedavita making a change here.
All right, let's go. Let's get back on this.
On offense, here's Zalgiris. It's a 5-point game. Deflects the pass. Finished off the break. 5 points in the game.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Giankunis. 6 points for him. Right through the D for the layup. And Zalgiris leads by 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And here is Zedavita now. Zubcic. That 3 off the mark. Here's Timsa. It's hauled in by Zedavita.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Pilipic to the middle from 12 feet out. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Zalgiris leading by 5.
Blocking foul called on Nemanja Gordic. That's his first personal foul, 3rd team foul.
They set the pick. Ulanovas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And here is Zedavita now. They trail by 7. Here's Pilipic. 6 to shoot. It's tipped, and so it looks like Zedavita will retain possession here. And Zalgiris making a change here.
Substitution for Zalgiris.
Just 5 to shoot, and he gets it to go. That's 7 points for the kid.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Such a wide open look. He's got 7.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Pilipic. Out of bounds, Zalgiris takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Zedavita making a change here. Here's Cherry. He's got 6. Passes to Giankunis. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And Zalgiris leads by 10. Vucic off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
They set the pick. Here's the kid. He's got 7. Delas. Off target from three-point range.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's the kid.
back.
Can't get it to go.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And that one's good. And now a 12-point Zalgiris lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And it's good. The kid's got 9.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Pass to Yankunis. From 13. And that one comes up a bit short. Cedevita trails by 10.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Ukic. He's got 9. There's the pick. Delas can't make good off the pick.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so we conclude the first half. Zalgiris out in front, leading by 10. And will return shortly. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Out of bounds. Zalgiris takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Cherry passes to Yankunis. To the wing right side. Tries it from 19. And Zalgiris getting another bucket right there.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Ukic. Now the pass to the kid. Over to the left wing. Off target from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. They set the pick. Pass to Yankunis. And Zalgiris getting another bucket right there.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Zubcic, pass to the kid. And there's the foul. It's against Zalgiris.
That's his first personal foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Down low, Zubcic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Zalgiris leading by 14. The pass to the doctor. It's hauled in by Zedavita.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Delas, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt. Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Pass to Cherry. Here's Jan Kunis. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. That drops. 7 points in the game.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Out to the right wing. Inside, Delas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And so he makes both from the line. Zalgiris leading by 11. Ball stolen. Ukic passes to the kid. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's the kid. He's got 11. To the middle. Passes it to Ukic. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Out to the right wing. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the doctor. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. The doctor's got 12.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's the kid. They set the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's the kid. He's got 13.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
To the right side. Pass to Cherry. Here's the doctor. And that one's good. The doctor's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Out left to the wing.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Here's Cherry. 10 points for him. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the layup is good. 13 points in the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Good. And Zalgiris leads by 15.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
to the middle, got a piece of it. And so it looks like Cedevita will retain possession here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here's Pilipich. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Shoots it. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Žalgiris counters ball.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Žalgiris leading by 15. There's a screen. Five on the clock. Right wing. Here's Lukevicius. Cannot hit. So Cedevita will take it the other way. Mazolin. Delas. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Stripped away. Here's Pilipich. Mazolin. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Cedevita trails by 16. They set the pick. Here's Pilipich. Mazolin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 7.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
And it's Žalgiris with the ball. A floater, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Cedevita Zagreb.
And Žalgiris, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
At the line, Vaidas Karinauskas. Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Arapovic, he's checked in for Cedevita. He hits the second from the line. Cedevita trails by 14. Out of bounds, Žalgiris takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Žalgiris leading by 14. And a missed layup.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And here is Cedevita now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mazzelin. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Ulanovas. That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Žalgiris.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Žalgiris leading by 13. Over to the wing. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one. It's hauled in by Zedavita.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Ramyak off target with his 3.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And here is Zedavita now. 15-point game. The shot is off. And Žalgiris will come the other way.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Ulanovas hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And here is Zedavita now. They trail by 18. Delas uses the glass to finish the layup. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Timsah. To the inside. The tray. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Žalgiris leads by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Zedavita trails by 16. There's the pick. Here's Ukic. Delas on target from 13 feet.
The assist, Miro Belon.
Here's Cherry. It's stolen. 3-on-3. Here's Belon. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Ukic. His three-pointer's off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Cedevita trails by 15. And there's the pass to the kid. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Cedevita Alvarez foul. Miro. That's his first personal foul. Substitution for Zalgiris.
And it's Zalgiris with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's the doctor. It's hauled in by Cedevita. The kid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Here's the kid. Rebound by Zalgiris.
That hard.
Doctor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Cherry. They set the pick. Passes it to Yavtokas. And he snaps that one home.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Here's Ukic. Here's Belon. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And it's denied. They get it back. Cedevita trails by 17. Pass to the kid. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Belon. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. That's tipped. 4-on-3 break. Right block shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And Zalgiris leads by 19.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's Ukic. Down low, Zubcic. Rebound by Zalgiris. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The pass to Cherry. Here's Yankunis to the wing right side. He tries for 3. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Cedevita trails by 19. Passes it to Ukic. To the right side. Pass to the kid. And that one comes up a bit short.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And it's Zalgiris with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Here's Yankunis. There's the 3. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Here's Belon. And there's the pass to Ukic. Here's the kid. Another shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And what a game for the kid. He has 9 rebounds and 2 steals as well. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Cherry passes to the doctor. 14 feet away. Shot is off. So Cedevita will take it the other way. Trying to get back on track. Passes it to Ukic. Pass to the kid. To the paint. Here's Belon. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Inside. Here's Yaltokis. It's blocked. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's the kid. No good with the layup.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Here's Yankunis. There's a good screen. Now the pass to the doctor. And again, Zalgiris, no luck. Cedevita trails by 17. Passes it to the kid. Puts the move on, and it's good on the way in.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for the doctor. He's got 14 points now and 3 assists as well. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
And here is Cedevita now. Rebound by Zalgiris.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Ukic passes to the kid. To the inside.
Why did he go so slow? They called me.
Here's the doctor. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Ukic. Puts it up. And that's good for 2.
I'm still going.
19 points for the kid.
Rocco Ukic.
Here's Cherry. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's the kid. Pass to Ukic. Rebound by Zalgiris. The Doctor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Yankunis. Out left to the wing. Here's Cherry. Passes to Yankunis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
He's off on the first.
Polis Yankunis. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Cedevita trails by 18. Here's Ukic. Delas. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable.
Oh, wow.
He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Pass to Cherry. And it's blocked. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And Zalgiris leads by 18. You have to like what we're seeing from the Doctor.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Now Sedevita with it. Pass to the kid. The pass to Ukic. To the wing on the left. Here's the kid. Rebound by Žalgiris.
Hold on offense. Hold on defense.
Down low. Here's Jautokis. Makes it off the glass.
Robertas Jautokis.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Passes it to Ukic.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen. Pass to the kid. Lets it go from deep, and that one's good. The kid's got 13 points in the second half.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And Žalgiris calls time here. They're in front by 17. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. .151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Here's Jautokis. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Here's the kid, just 4 to shoot.
Foul.
Ow.
Olas Yakulis. That's his second.
And he knocks down the first one. A platoon swap here for Žalgiris.
The kid.
He doesn't get the second one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And it's out of bounds. Žalgiris able to retain possession here.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Still don't think they
France.
this shit over.
Vulevic.
Let me hoop, man. Let me hoop at least. Shit.
1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Ulanovas. It's deflected. Here's Sangaila right through the D for the layup.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And Sedevita calls time here.
Ladies and
They're
gentlemen,
behind by 20. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The kid is checked in for Sedevita.
the kid.
.105 left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Out to the wing. Here's Milwaukee. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. And the shot is long.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
That one goes. Count it.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's the kid. The steal. So we see Žalgiris get the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in as we end with the Jordan Player of the Game.
Decent game. 9 for 23, so excuse me. I'm shooting that bad. It's insane. Shooting is bad. Slash is over what's called in this game easy. Seems like I led in every set. Yeah, I led in every set. Swag. My phone. It wasn't even him that was just. It wasn't even Jason that was like cooking like that. Bro, it was the fact that everybody on this team, even Cherry, was cooking like that.